Hey, what's going on, folks? We're gonna talk about Classroom of the Elite real quick, man. Yesterday, episode 3 for season 5, the crew got quite emotional because the girl, Ichinose, okay, got shamed for stealing, and our reaction was, "Man, don't worry about it. Ain't no big deal. You know, they gonna forgive you. Y'all really not gonna let her go over stealing?" I mean, we had a lot of remarks because of the weight that they were placing on her for stealing a hair clip when she was in middle school. And a lot of the remarks are, "You guys in Japan, this is how things are, etc., etc." Oh, I don't. It's fine. It's fine. Like sometimes, like in order to deliver what I want to say, I want to also acknowledge that it's fine that people say those things. So we watch a lot of K-dramas, and a lot of times in those series, we say, "Bring back shame here," because South Korea is a different country than Japan. But yes, we definitely know that people generally take shame, public reputation, very, 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 very seriously. It doesn't go unknown. Thing when you're doing a reaction video or you're watching just TV, that forget about reacting. When you're watching TV, like you're being stimulated based on your own experiences. So again, that would be what would happen in Classroom of the Elite. I don't live in Japan. I don't live in South Korea, right? So when I watch these students ridicule this girl, it's going to my emotions is going to be based on my own response. That being said, I would admit that it is important to always demonstrate that, oh yeah, I know that this is how things go on in Japan. We probably should say those kind of things at the end, just kind of wrap up. I should do a better job at like keeping up with all the emotional commentary and like addressing it at the very end, saying what we actually know. Because it's like in the other world, we would have no reaction. And they'd be like, "Oh yeah, this is exactly how things go on in Japan," and just not have a reaction or react from a Japanese point of view, hypothetically. And it's like, well, you're watching sometimes, or I should title the video, "Americans React To," and now you listen to what the Americans have to say. It should almost be expected. But I definitely always appreciate the history lessons. The final note is, and I'm going to push it to the extreme here. You know, sometimes when we get emotional about these things, you know, people will comment, "Oh, well, in Japan, this is how things go," or "In South Korea, this is how things go." Totally respect it, especially on and a lot of the things we see, like stealing. Stealing, everyone agrees that stealing is bad. You know, shame for the rest of your life. I guess people can just emotionally tolerate that. But if we're watching something and somebody looked at the wrong guy and she got beheaded as part of their rules, okay, because there's countries that virtually do similar to that. Might be a stoning or whatever. I don't want to speak too ignorantly, but anyways, we we wouldn't go, "Oh yeah, man, they beheaded that girl because in that country," you know what I mean? It's like, no, like you just beheaded somebody. That's outrageous. So I don't feel that from an emotional point of view that you have to be bound by the rules or customs of that place. I do believe that you can criticize respect. Sometimes you don't have to be respectfully. You can just criticize things, actually. Because obviously when it comes to beheading, I don't have to respectfully say, "Oh, you respectfully I disagree with you stoning that poor lady." I disrespectfully disagree, actually. Yeah, I wholeheartedly disagree with that entire custom. And that is actually unapologetic. I respectfully disagree that you are shaming her for stealing. That is, okay, I guess I can kind of let that one go. But that's only for the internet. You know what I mean? Like now, like if I can just really be blunt with you, I get that that's the custom and I'm going to respect it because that's what I'm going to do as a person who reacts to anime. But how I feel doesn't change. It's like, that was middle school. It's a hair clip. Come on, people. Come on. And at the same time, I acknowledge that in our society, we have so many young people who more and more are just doing things off the rails, having no respect for their elders, having no respect for authority. And I happen to believe in this country, we're becoming more and more lawless. So that being said, that is why in the very beginning of the video, I told you guys about us when we watched the Korean content will be like, bring back shame, right? Because though I do not think that these people should be harassing this girl for her theft in middle school, I do like that people hold people accountable and people will think more about their actions as a society before they do things. That is very good. The young people these days, I've said some things I regret myself, so I'm not even going to act like I'm holier than thou. So I'm speaking candidly. Some of our young people, the things that they're doing on TikTok right now, it's like, man, have you no shame? Are you looking at your employment odds in the next 5-6 years as this AI technology just can scan every video in the world? You know, like there's going to be a point, now this is a rant, there's a point where you go to a job interview, okay, and they take your picture, run it through a database, it'll start scanning YouTube videos, TikTok videos, Instagram videos, photography, all the stuff that's online. And then with the AI technology can even summarize what you were doing there, what you were saying there. I don't think y'all ever heard that before. I literally thought of that on the fly making this video. And that just blew my absolute mind. So, yes, people are doing things that they will greatly regret and it will greatly track them. So at the very least, we can say that our brothers and sisters in these Asian countries are going to be a step above the curve because they've been operating with shame. So these things aren't going to come back and bite them because they weren't acting like the American kids. On the bright side for the American kids, they're going to be hired by people like me who are just as bad. So the AI will tell me what they did when they were, back in the day. I'm like, you did what? Yo, you crazy, man. Give this person a job. We need spirits like that in this corporate. Everyone is so uptight here. Relax. So we'll see. Anyways, that's my video. Much love to you guys. And like I said, man, all the feedback is good. I hope you guys just got a chuckle out of this. This is a candid response. Anyways, I'm out.